Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glory to Srila Prabhupada and Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga and all the assembled devotees. This is Yashamati Priya Devi Dasi from Chicago.
Hare Krishna, Yashamati Priya Mataji, Dandvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call today and for the beautiful chanting. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, dear Sushmita Mataji, Danut Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas. Thank you, Mataji, for your wonderful services. Very grateful to you.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, Dandvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for all your inspiration and for all your services. And welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Is there anyone else who would like to introduce?
Hare Krishna, Sushmita Mataji. Please go ahead, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Sushmita Mataji. Dandvat Pranam, please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. This is Swapna from Atlanta, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vardhana Mataji, Dandvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for attending the call today. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, Pran Govind Prabhu joined, so we can start the recording. We'll start here.
Okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. I thank everyone for joining Bhakti Sanga Japa Conference call today. Now, I would like to thank Prabhuji for joining the call today. And welcome to Bhakti Sanga Japa Conference call. We are so fortunate to have His Grace Pran Govind Prabhuji to enlighten us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, 6th chapter, and verse number 6. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for your valuable time and association today and enlightening us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam. Welcome to the call, Prabhu. Whenever ready, please take over the call, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Am I audible now?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, wonderful. So I would like to sing that relevant to this part of the Bhagavatam. Is that font visible?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji, it's very good.
Okay, thank you. This song, composed by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, giving us some indication how to reflect our life where we are today, and how Srimad Bhagavatam, Prahlad Maharaj is explaining this to his, same thing, explaining thousands of years back to his friends. Durlabhamana Laviya samsare Krishna na bhajinu dukha kahibo kaha সংসার সংসার করে মিছে গেল কাল লাভ না হইল কিছু ঘটিল জঞ্জাল সংসার সংসার করে মিছে গেল কাল লাভ না কইল কিছু ঘটিল জঞ্জাল কিসের সংসার ছায়াবাজি প্রায় ইহাতে মমতা করি বৃথা দিন যায় ইহাতে মমতা করি বৃথা দিন যায় এ দেহ পতন হলে রই রহিবে রে দেহ পতন হলে কি রবে আমার কেহ সুখ নাহি দিবে পুত্র পরিবার কেহ সুখ নাহি দিবে পুত্র পরিবার গর্দবের মত আমি করি পরিশ্রম গর্দবের মত আমি করি পরিশ্রম তার লাগিয়ে তো করি না ঘুচিল ভ্রম তার লাগিয়ে তো করি না ঘুচিল ভ্রম দিন যায় মিছা কাজে নিশা নিদ্রা বসে দিন যায় মিছা কাজে নিশা নিদ্রা বসে নাহি ভাবি মরণ কটে আছে বসে নাহি ভাবি মরণ নিকটে আছে বসে ভালো মন্দ খাই পরিচিন্তাহীন ভালো মন্দ খাই পরি চিন্তাহীন নাহি ভাবিয়ে দেহ ছাড়িব কোন দিন নাহি ভাবিয়ে দেহ ছাড়িব কোন দিন দেহ গেহ ভালো মন্দ খাই হেরি পরিচিন্তহীন নাহি ভাবিয়ে দেহ ছাড়িব কোন দিন দেহ গেহ কালত্রাদি চিন্তা অবিরত দেহ গেহ কালত্রাদি চিন্তা অবিরত জাগিছে হৃদয়ে মতি করি হাত, জাগিছে হৃদয়ে মতি করি হাত, হায় হায় নাহি ভাবি অনিত্যয়ে সব, হায় হায় নাহি ভাবি অনিত্যয়ে সব, জীবন বিগতে কোথা রহিবে বৈভব, জীবন বিগতে কথা রহিবে শ্মশানে শরীর মম পরিয়া রহিবে, শ্মশানে শরীর মম পরিয়া রহিবে, বিহঙ্গ পতঙ্গ তাই বিহার করি, বিহঙ্গ পতঙ্গ তাই বিহার করি, কুকুর শৃগাল সব আনন্দিত হয়, কুকুর শৃগাল সব আনন্দিত হয়, মহোৎসব করিবে আমার দেহ লয়, মহোৎসব করিবে আমার দেহ লয়, দেহে এই গতি তার অনুগত, যে দেহের এই গতি তার অনুগত, সংসার বৈভব আর সংসার বৈভব আর বন্ধু জন অতএব মায়া মোহ চারি বুদ্ধিমান, অতএব মায়া মোহ চারি বুদ্ধিমান, নিত্য তত্ত্ব কৃষ্ণ ভক্তি করুণা সন্ধান, নিত্য তত্ত্ব কৃষ্ণ ভক্তি করুণা সন্ধান, হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে হরে, হরে রাম 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 হরে হরে, হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে হরে, রাম 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 হরে, হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে হরে, হরে রাম 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 হরে, হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে, হরে রাম 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 হরে, হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে হরে, হরে রাম Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Dear Prabhus and Mothers, my obeisances, can you please help me of reading this translation one by one, please?
The human form of life is the rarest opportunity for attaining the spiritual perfection. But now I am lamenting because I have somehow or other been born with such opportunity and I wasted it by never worshipping. What to whom shall I tell the tale of this misery?
Next.
Having married and entered into the Hello, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Having married and entered into the entanglements of materialistic family life, I passed my life time in vain. I never got any tangible gain.
Next.
What
Hare
kind of
Krishna.
world is it anyway? It seems to be just like a magic lantern show that I saw at a carnival, wherein so many shadows and optical illusions dance magically before my eyes. I feel great attachment and identification with such a world, and thus day after day pass by fruitlessly without any purpose whatsoever. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. Next.
When this body drops dead on the ground, then what will remain mine? At that moment, all of my sons and dearest loved ones will not be able to give me any happiness.
Thank you, Prabhu. Next.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I work hard just like an ass every day, and now I am wondering for whom am I working so hard? I'm still surrounded by so many illusions. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Next.
Hare Krishna Shalom Prabhuji. I
Yes,
waste
please.
every day in useless, insignificant work, and I waste every night controlled by sleep. And in every 24 hours, I never for 1 second consider that cruel death is sitting very close by my side. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
I
Next.
live, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I live a very careful lifestyle, sometimes eating a lot or eating a little if I feel like it. Sometimes I see nice things around the town, or sometimes I do not go out at all. Sometimes I wear opulent clothing, or if I am in the mood, I will wear something simple. I live so careful that I never consider that one day I will have to give up this body.
Isn't we all do this?
No problem.
Next. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Number 8, my poor heart is plugged by constant anxieties about the maintenance and daily turmoil created by my body, house, my wife, my family members, and my social obligations. All these anxieties are pinching me and destroying all my intelligence.
Next.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Please go ahead, Mataji.
No, go ahead, Mataji. You go ahead, Mataji.
Alas, alas, what a remorseful situation has arisen. I'm absorbed in all this trouble, but I never consider that all these things are temporary and subject to perish very soon. After I'm dead and gone, where will all of my material opulences remain? Hare Krishna.
You have the
Hare-
answer? Yes,
Hare Krishna.
please.
When my body will be thrown in the pit at the cremation grounds, it will simply lie there motionlessly. Then many crows, vultures, ants, and worms will come and playfully sport there. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Next.
All the stray dogs and jackals will then become very much delighted, and in great ecstasy they will make a festival ground out of my body and will have a huge celebration and feast. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Next.
Hare Krishna,
Some of
Prabhuji.
you are
Just to see, this is the ultimate destination of this material body. And the most amazing thing is that all of my material opulences, house, family, and friends have exactly the same destination. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. The last one. Someone.
Shall I continue, Prabhuji? Therefore, I ask of anyone who has any sharp intelligence, please give up all these temporary illusions presented by Maya and kindly search after the means to get pure devotion to Lord Krishna. For this is the only really tangible, eternal truth. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Hare Krishna, Prabhus and mothers. I hope some of you didn't get depressed by reading the translation. But that's the reality, whether we face now and change ourselves or face it alone later. Prabhus and Mother, this is a beautiful session of Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto, Chapter 6, Text 6. The chapter Prabhupada, the Canto Prabhupada, the Signs of God, and Chapter 6 is Prahlad Maharaj instructing his demoniac schoolmates, friends. So today's verse 6. To see the truth, we need the mercy of our beloved predominating deity named Lord Vasudev. So please chant together 3 times minimum, so that we're begging his mercy, so that we can see his presence in every word or every paragraph or sentence. Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritam Naran Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye. Before Srimad Bhagavatam, which is very means of conquest, each of us should offer our respect full obeisances unto Sri Krishna, Vasudev, personality of Godhead. Narayan, unto Narayan Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasdev, the author of Srimad Bhagavatam and the translator and purport giver Srila Prabhupada. Nasta prayesu abhadreshu nittam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama sloke bhaktir bhavati naistaki. By regular attendance in Srimad Bhagavatam class and by rendering Guru Puja to Srila Prabhupada, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed. And loving service unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental song, Uttama Sloka, is established as an irrevocable fact, means nobody can take it away. So today's 7.6.6. It's talking about maybe none of you do it, I hope, how conditioned soul waste their life, how they are misusing and waste. They do not know where they are heading. So this is in the middle of Prahlad Maharaj's explanation, very graphic, I would say. We all can relate to it. So this is in the middle. So I'll read the synonyms first, and then we can recite the verse, and I would like all of you to also. The reason I'm doing the synonyms, so we know what we are reciting. I'm always little lay back, village boy, trying to understand before I do things I do. In America, they call epistemology. Why do things you do? You should know. Pungsaha of every human being means all of us. Varsha Satam, 100 years. He, indeed, Ayu, duration of life, Tat, of that. Ardham, half, Cha, and Ajita Atmana, of a person who is servant of his senses. Nishphalam, without profit, without meaning. Nishphalam, without meaning, without profit. Interesting. Nice. Jat, because so that person, Ratram, at night, Sete, sleeps, ignorance, forgetting his body and soul. Prapitaha, being completely possessed of. Tamaha, darkness. Pungsa varsa satam hi ayus tad ardham chajita atmanaha nishphalam jat asoratram sete andham prapitastamaha. Pungsa varsa satam hi ayus tad ardham cha ajit atmanaha Nishphalam jat asoratram shete andham prapitas tamaha. Pungsa varsa satam hi ayus tad ardham cha jitatmanaha. Nishphalam jat asoratram sete andham prapitas tamaha. Can we have three devotees recite this beautiful verse?
पुंसो वर्षशतं यायुस्तदर्धं चादितात्मनः निष्फलं यदसौ शेतेन्दं प्रापितस्तमः. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare
Two more.
Krishna Prabhuji.
ISKCON India.
Prabhu,
Prabhuji,
Mataji.
ISKCON India, Prabhuji has raised his hand.
Okay.
Please go ahead.
Sorry, that is me, Pandit Shivasdas. My humble obeisances to all of you, gathered Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis. I'll read Canto 7, Chapter 6, text number 6. Pumso varsha satam hyayus tad artham chatitatmanaha nishphalam yad asau ratrayam shete andham prapitastamah.
Thank you, Pandit Sivas Prabhu. One more.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes,
Pumso
ma'am.
varsha satam hi ayus tadartham chajitatmanaha nishpalam yad asau ratriam setendam prapitastamaha.
Wonderful. Thank you. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Every human being has a maximum duration of life of 100 years. But for one who cannot control his senses, half of those years are completely lost because at night he sleeps 12 hours. Being covered by ignorance, therefore such a person has a lifetime of only. Bhagavatam is not wrong in case if somebody thinks like, well, people don't sleep really 12 hours, Prabhu. If you look at their time in the toilet, time in the shower, time in texting, sitting in the car, driving, they are all more than 12 hours. Bhagavatam is not giving the modern translation of it, but it's correct, 100%. Actually, more than 12 hours they spend wasting. Okay, purport. Lord Brahma, a human being, and an ant all live for 100 years. But their lifetime of 100 years are different from one another. This world is a relative world. Its relative moments of time are different. Thus, the 100 years of Brahma are not the same as the 100 years of human being. From Bhagavad Gita, we understand that Brahma's daytime of 12 hours equal 4,300,000 times 1,000 years. So it's a 4,320,000,000. That's what it is. Sahasra Yoga Parjantam Ahur Jad Brahmano Vidhu. Thus, the Varsha Satam or 100 years different according to time, person, and circumstances. As far as human beings are concerned, the calculation given here is right for the general public. Although one has a maximum of 100 years of life, by sleeping one loses 50 years. Eating, sleeping, sex life, and fear are the four bodily necessities. But to utilize the full duration of life, a person desiring to advance in spiritual consciousness must reduce these activities. I'm going to read that sentence again. Life and fear are the four bodily necessities. But to utilize, that is for us, but to utilize the full duration of life, a person desiring to advance in spiritual consciousness must reduce these activities. That will give him an opportunity to fully use his lifetime. Okay, thank you. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namo Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Padantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Pada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavangscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanitam Tam Sajivam Sadaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Nitangscha Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Tinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunnavadi Paschat Deshotarine Vancha kalpataruvesya kripa sindhubhaiva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namo Jai Sri Namo Mahabhadanaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishna Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratishe Namo Elaudanita Kedaya Vishadaya Pranamila Tamodaya Sammat Shastra Vibadaya Rasadaya Chitta Arpita Unmadaya Shashwata Bhakti Vinodaya Rasadaya Madhurja Marjadaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nide Tavadaya Bhuyat Amanda Udaya He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanto Radha Kanta Namostute Devi Krishna Mai Prokta Radhika Vata Sarva Lakshmi Mai Sarva Kanti Sammohini Param Bhajami Radha Vadabindanetram Smarami Radha Madhur Smitasyam Vadami Radha Karuna Varadam Tato Mamanasti Gati Nakopi Bhakta Vihinaya Parada Lakshe Shiptasya Kamadi Tarangamate Kripa Tam Sharanam Prapanna Brinde Namaste Charanarabindam Jai Sri Krishna Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Rama Rama. When I read this purport this morning, I was scratching my head. What should I focus? Should I focus on the time management or should I focus on wasting life? Or should I just open the floor and let everybody participate to think? How to read this purport? It's so valuable. Even if somebody reads who is so busy, trapped with the material life, have to go to job, have to, I mean, this is a true story, like, what's his name? Krishna. See his face. And he came to temple few times, Adam, yes. And then he had a little problem with his drug. We had no idea. And then there was a jail sentence, and then he killed himself. So then I reflected, but why wasn't he so serious about this life? Then all of a sudden his life is gone. Now he's in ghost body because he killed himself out of his jail sentence. So people are dying every day. Even if you present this purport to them, what will they get? And why they don't get? The devotee gets it. The way devotee gets it, why some devotees are very serious just by hearing the Bhagavatam. Some devotees are, yeah, I know. I have to take care of my things. I have to take my car to repairing place. Like, we have a whole busy schedule. And then this Bhagavatam gives hey, wake up. Life can be finished any moment. Did you awaken your love for the Lord? Or are you simply wasting? You're thinking like someday you will do. And some people take it, please, Prabhuji and Mother, judging you, but some, they do. They take it so serious, they feel like renounce everything. Run away, run quick to Vrindavan or somewhere, they think they will get it. And then after 10 years, 15 years, they come back. Like, well, I need some money more, just getting old or something. How to grasp it? Some people say, Prabhu, you are saying it's easy because you are in a kind of a Banaprastha life or whatever, something you have. But I just got married. How you relate to me? This verse, I'm wasting life. No, we are not becoming judgmental or sentimental. We are just trying to become transcendental. I hope you all got it. So this is, I just put together a few other slides of somebody's mind here, there, just to quickly put it. That yes, we are in ISKCON movement. We are in a golden age. It will run for 10,000 years. After that, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji and Mother, eat your children. What? What did you say? I will eat your children and you will eat my children. Prabhupada said, this is what going to happen to Allen Ginsberg. Prabhupada literally said. And then Allen Ginsberg said, what will happen after 10,000 years? Said, I'll eat your children, Prabhupada repeated, and you will eat my children. This will be the culture. Just like we see in America, shopping plaza has a cow meat. It doesn't bother. 5,000 years back, when they heard from the Sutta Goswami that the cow, mother cow will be killed and their body, the meat will be sold in the market. Half of the sages fainted. They could not believe the world will go so horrible. And when I go to the shopping, I don't go there just to look at the cow meat, but I pass by sometime and I wonder why it doesn't affect me. Because two reasons: how I grow up, accepted, people eat meat, accept it, live with it. What can I say? And I didn't have enough previous sanskar from previous life that would bother me. I know it is wrong. Philosophically, I understand. But emotionally, it does not, like, I don't burst out in public, grocery store. Oh, no, why? They did 5,000 years back, the sages. So we relate. Time is a very sensitive thing. The whole idea of this presentation is be serious, do your best, depend on Krishna, Prabhupada, and devotees. Hopefully, at the moment of death, we don't have to come back. Because Jayapataka Maharaj scared me also. He scared me through his disciple. One disciple, I won't say the name. I like him also, but he was going through a little tough time. As a result, he almost gave up chanting few years, and then he met Jayapataka Maharaj and he apologized and he asked for forgiveness and others. He's from South America. Yeah, I don't have. But then, so he came to me and he talked to me because I do mentoring a lot of devotees here, and he was very interesting. He said, my Guru Maharaj scared me so heavily. I say, what did he do? He says that because if you are not serious in this life, then you already chanted, you got initiation, you will not come back here. You will go to heaven. And heaven minimum lifespan is 10,000 years. So you'll come back to this world after 10,000 years of enjoyment in heaven. And there will not be ISKCON when you come back. You will struggle million times more than what challenge right now. Prabhus and mothers, don't say any excuse. Whatever you're thinking, it's an excuse. Well, I have to take care of my children. Yes, you haven't seen worse. Come back after 10,000 years, you will see. According to Jayapataka Maharaj, according to Prabhupada. Of course, time is a big issue, and Prabhupada brag about it, that how many rounds we chant, what we do. Even six Goswami, eternal associate, they used to keep track. Sankha Purvaka Nama Gana. They were chanting, but they would keep track. How many rounds they chanting every day. Even Mahaprabhu counted on his finger. In Chaitanya Bhagavat, we read that. It is good to track what we are doing. Epistemology, in one sense, is why you do things you do, you should know. If you look at in Bhagavatam, Lord Krishna himself says, Gyatta Agyatta cha karmani janayam anutistati. Vidusha karma siddhishet na vidusha itar bhavet. Vidusha karma siddhishet. Those who are intelligent, they should know what they do, things they do. And if they don't consciously contemplate and reflect, they will not get result, ultimate result. I was chanting for 10 years. What's happened? I don't have a feeling yet for Krishna. Why not? And if you say, Prabhu, do you have a feeling for Krishna? Even if I tell you yes or no, what will be the difference? So that question is not relevant. We need to know what is time, what is Vedic calculation of time, purpose of time, dimensions of time, creation, dissolution of time. It's race against time. In a short, Bhagavad Gita talks about 5 subject matter. One of them is time. What is time? indefinite continued progress of existence and event in the past, present, and future regarded as a whole. You may say, I have a human body guarantee because I'm chanting, so I'll come back. Yes, but in the meantime, your desire also to enjoy separately from Krishna is not completely relinquished. If it was, then you will be liberated. You don't have to worry. And if you're not liberated, well, there are 8 symptoms. If you're liberated, you can check. If you're not liberated, then you should pay attention. What is time? The greatest time of all covered. This is from Bhagavatam 3:11:4. The entire existence of the non-dual manifestation. All the planets rotate and cover space. Space is calculated in terms of atoms. Each planet has its particular orbit for rotating. Those who are in astrology field, they can understand this faster than us. These are just, you can find it online, you can find it, so many sessions I just put together. This Vedic calculation of time. It's good to know, but we have to go beyond the chart. How Brahma's one day, Brahma's 100 years. Brahma's one day is Prabhupada in the purport put Sahasra Yoga Parjantam. So there you have a 14 manus. 14 manus, each manu has a 71 Chatur Yuga called Dibba Yuga. And 7th manu's 28 Chatur Yugas, where the Swayam Bhagavan Krishna comes, followed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, gives special mantra. That mantra, with that kind of endowment, never given. Every Kali Yuga, you have a mantra, but not this kind. Of course, this because in the purport talks about also cyclic nature of time. So we just put it there, how you calculate. Time dilation, this is from Bhagavatam also. Kardamani nicely explained how Lord Brahma's whole life is calculated. Prabhus and mothers, what is the purpose? Purpose is to awaken love for Krishna and go back home, back to garden. If we miss Mahaprabhu's time, some jiva will miss. Yes, they will. Because you have to stay awake. Jib jago, Gora Chanda bole. You have to stay awake. Means soul has to wake up. Soul is in Maya. Kata nidra jao Maya pisachira kole. All the living entity, the body is moving. Yes, body is moving. If you look at 5:14 Bhagavad Gita, it says, Na kartittam na karmani lokasya srijyati prabhu. The soul is not actually active. Soul is just desiring. Soul is not active. Body is active, mind is active. Soul is just observing and desiring, experiencing. So soul has to desire and wake up in Krishna consciousness. Then it will be easy to see all this beautiful pastime of Krishna. Time is Krishna's energy. The identity of Krishna with time, or more properly, that time is one of Krishna's energy. You can meditate like this. Krishna as the time factor causes the material creation. Time has very serious effect on the living being. The spiritual world is free of time, destructive influence. I'm sure you all know Durvasa pastime. If I have time, I'll narrate. Otherwise, you can read. When Durvasa came and experienced that spiritual world doesn't have a time. It doesn't have a time in a sense they don't have a moment wasted. Kala is a special manifestation of Krishna's energy. Even Oppenheimer, the big scientist in America who discovered atom bomb, he said this same. I mean, I don't know. There was Bhagavad Gita in his time when atom bomb was. He obviously read Bhagavad Gita, but I think he's a devotee. It's just my speculation because the way he said God says. He didn't say Hindu God or Vedic God. He said God says in Bhagavad Gita 11.32. The Supreme Personality of Godhead says, time I am the great destroyer of the worlds, and I have come here to destroy all people. Almost what Prabhupada translated, he almost says, he did not say Supreme Personality of Godhead, he says God says, but the rest was almost same. His translation was good. He's an American scientist who discovered. So obviously the world is aware of the time that it will destroy everything. Kalo, the time factor, this is in third canto because there's a whole many chapter in third canto. I'm sure you all know about it. Vidura inquired Maitreya, "O my Lord, greatly learned sage, kindly describe eternal time, which is another form of Supreme Lord, the wonderful actor. What are the symptoms of that eternal time? Please describe them to us in details." Can someone help me to read this?
Prabhuji, shall I, Prabhuji? Maitreya's Srimad Bhagavatam 3.10.11. Maitreya said, eternal time is the premier source of the interactions of the three modes of the material nature. It is unchangeable and limitless, and it works as the instrument of the Supreme Personality of Godhead for his pastimes in the material creation.
Thank you. Now, this is a dimension of time. I mean, we all heard it many times, but this is applicable to material world because spiritual world doesn't have that. Okay, another devotee, please. Is it visible or the font is too small?
Yes,
Visible,
Prabhuji.
Prabhu.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Kala, the
Yes.
time factor, causes material creation. Time is described as Lord's glance, personified as Siva on the material nature, initiating the creation process. Bhagavad Gita 14.34, Srimad Bhagavatam 3.5.26-27, Brahma Samhita 5.10. Siva's paraphernalia symbolize moon, time measurement in month, 3 eyes, 3 kalagya, snake around the neck, time measurement in years, necklace of skulls with snakes, changing of ages and begetting and annihilating of mankind. Then Srimad
Keep
Bhagavatam,
going.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Srimad Bhagavatam 3.5.27. Thereafter, influenced by the interactions of eternal time, the supreme sum total of matter called the Mahat Tattva became manifested. And in this Mahat Tattva, the unalloyed goodness, the Supreme Lord, sowed the seeds of universal manifestation out of his own body. Shall I read this one also, Prabhu?
Yes, yes, please.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam 3.5.26. The Supreme Living Being in his feature as the transcendental Purusha incarnation, who is the Lord's plenary expansion, impregnates the material nature of three modes, and thus by the influence of eternal time, the living entities appear. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Very good. Thank you. So creation of time is just some photos that we are in a golden age by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. My request only just take advantage fully We are in the material world, we want to go to spiritual world. Spiritual world, go there to establish and enhance the various loving relationship between the Lord and all of his expansion. Material world, what is it? To correct those living entity, jiva, about their mistake and to re-establish their loving relationship with the Lord. Now you may say, well, I'm trying to establish. Actually, the main thing we have to do is correct ourselves. This is the whole purpose why we are chanting and following sadhana and other, to develop devotional character, devotional behavior, devotional attitude. That's it. That's what boils down to. And this is what whole creation. So, I mean, second canto has a huge Virat Rupa explained in 3 chapters. So much explanation. Bhagavatam is filled with this only for one purpose, to wake up us to this. And Sukadev Goswami, Sutta Goswami, they explain before you came, what was, where you were before, when you came here, what you are experiencing, how this whole creation, 24 elements, the whole breakdown is given. How time, kala, and karma is temporary, but jiva, prakriti, Bhagavan, and kala, these are eternal, and how we should take advantage of it. That's all it explains. It's all things started from false ego. Literally. Where did you get it from? Lord Shiva. Why did I get this from? I desired to enjoy separately from God. When? Ask yourself, or ask myself, who is keeping track? The moment we misuse our free will in the Tatastha region and desire to enjoy, we are here. As soon as we are here, 3 modes created another body called subtle body, gross body, and we identify with those. Unlimited universe coming out and this going on and on and on. It's like it never ends. And then Bhagavad Gita 15th chapter talks about so nicely how there is a urdhamulam adhasaka, that the roots of the material tree or material world, which is fed by 3 modes of material nature, also has no end, perpetual. As long as you want to stay in this world, you can stay. Even though we say it's temporary, but it in one sense is not temporary, it is eternal. Eternal means you will stay here as long as you want. You want to get out, be serious and run after. Can someone read this? I don't know if it is that readable?
Human life is said to be extremely rare. Majjhima Nikaya 129 Bala Pandya Sudha compares it to a wooden cattle yoke floating on the waves of a sea, tossed this way and that by the winds and currents. The likelihood of a blind turtle arising from the depths of the ocean to the surface once in 100 years, putting its head through the hole in the yoke, is considered greater than that of a being in the animal realm, hungry ghost realm, or hell realm, achieving rebirth as a human. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, human life very rare, in the process of sacrifice. Can someone else read, if you can?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. In the process of sacrifice, the living entity makes specific sacrifices to attain specific heavenly planets and consequently reaches them. When the merit of sacrifice is exhausted, the living entity descends to earth in the form of rain, then takes on the form of grains, and the grains are eaten by men and transformed into semen, which impregnates a woman, and thus the living entity once again attains the human form to perform sacrifice and so repeat the same cycle. In this way, the living entity perpetually comes and goes on the material path. The Krishna conscious person, however, avoids such sacrifices. He takes directly to Krishna consciousness and thereby prepares himself to return to Godhead. Chandogya Upanishad 5.4.1, Bhagavad Gita 8.3. Hare Krishna.
Very nice. Explain. Thank you. How we came here and received human birth. Now we got human birth. How do we spend our human life? So from this verse 7.6.6 and two more verses you'll see similar in a sense sequence explaining how I won't go details because you'll hear tomorrow. At 50% sleep, that's all this verse is. Then how do you spend your childhood life, boyhood life, and old age, and sense gratification? And guess what? We got nothing left. That's what I hope you all remember reading this. Prahlad Maharaj, the first one. 5 days back, no, 6 days back. This is one who is sufficiently intelligent, one who has intelligence. We all have intelligence. We should use the human form of body from the very beginning of life. In other words, from the tender age of childhood to practice the activities of devotional service. Giving up all other engagement, the human body is most rarely achieved. And although temporary, like other bodies, it is meaningful because in human life, one can perform devotional service. Even a slight amount of sincere devotional service can give one complete perfection. Yesterday, I saw during the Guru Puja, when Mataji came with her infant. Well, maybe the baby is, I don't know, maybe 1 year or maybe 8-9 months, barely walking, falling. But Mataji paid obeisances, mother, and the baby paid obeisances. I was like, wow, this is powerful. The baby is imitating mother, but paying obeisances to Prabhupada. The bhakti already began in life. What a wonderful devotees, all of you. Those who are related to this Krishna consciousness, they are making everybody fortune. Now, of course, this is my request to the children. They should appreciate their parents, that they got whatever they got. Because when you feel grateful and express that gratitude to your parents who gave you Krishna consciousness, raised you with prasadam, Hari Bol, it's a rare birth, extremely rare birth. We may not be like Bhaktivinoda Thakur's time casual, From 10 o'clock, court begins, and if you look at it till next day, it's like hardly he had a 2-3 hours sleep. So we may not be that category, or even Prabhupada's, like 3 hours sleep, Joshamati Nandan Prabhu says. But sometime Prabhupada would take a 5 minutes nap, which was as powerful as he mentioned sometime. It's like an hour. Our body needs rest. Our body doesn't need sleep. We go to sleep because we body demands, but body actually needs rest. So if our mind is fresh, you can immediately go to sleep quickly. 10 o'clock, I read this, 10 o'clock in Ayurveda very clearly says, Dr. Lal's book, that 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock, if you go, you must rest 10 to 2 at night. That what happened, your intelligence actually filters your impression that you collected like right now you're collecting, you're hearing, you're seeing all kinds of things. And eventually it will filter, and all the things that you don't want, you trash it. I mean, intelligent trash it for you. What do you want? What you need? Intelligent will keep it. Hey, intelligent Krishna, super soul, through intelligence, actually helping us. But you have to go to sleep not with the Rajagun or Tamo, uh, very peaceful sleep. Then it will take you to Sushupti, where the intelligence can actually sort it out for you. And when you wake up after like a Mangalarti, you are fresh. Why? Because the intelligence filter all your impression. So it's very scientific. These are the some quotation. 2, 3, 17, you all know those. Both by rising and setting the sun decrease the duration of life, except the Hare Krishnas who are hearing Krishna Katha, chanting Krishna's name, except them. So these are just some reference to see the whole world moving by time, everybody, like a fan running. Devotees are also running, but utilizing the time. And this is good. Selfless sacrifice the devotees are doing. They are into this category. Like Arjuna. Arjuna was not wasting time. He was helping Krishna. Helping Krishna in a sense, Krishna already put them to death. What Arjuna was doing is a cooperating. We need to cooperate with Krishna every day. What will happen, what ultimate goal we'll get, already done. And we can meditate on Krishna, how he helped the devotees. Even though Devaki lost her son maybe long time back, but Krishna has a power to resume. It's just a mundane explanation of how time changes. Life is a preparation, Prabhus and mothers. Everybody more or less in this circle. Now is a time for question, but I will narrate a story of a sage, Durvasa, when he came to Vrindavan, because there is a famous verse in Brahma Samhita, I'm sure all of you know. If not, you can learn it. It's beautiful verse. Shriya Kanta Kanta Parama Purusha Kalpatarabo Dhruma Bhumischinta Mani Ganamayi Tayamritam Kathaganam Naityam Gamanam Api Bangsi Priya Sakhi Chidanandam Jyoti Paramam Api Tadashadham Api Cha Sa Jatra Shirabdi Srabati Surabhi Bhascha Sumahan Nimesha Dakho Prajati Nahi Jatrapi Samayam Bhajaseta Dipam Tamaiha Gulakamitim Jam Vidantaste Santaj Kirti Virala Charakati Paye. I'm sure some of you completely memorized the Brahma Samhita. We also tried in early time in ISKCON we used to, and now it's like giving us beautiful that you can memorize those verses, that in spiritual world there is eternal existence of transcendental time. In the material world we have 3 times. past, present, future. In spiritual world, they don't have. Now some of you may think, what about Astakaliya Leela? Astakaliya Leela is not under the spell of time. Here we are talking about time that is taken away from your life. You cannot get it back. In spiritual world, you can be with Krishna in a particular Leela in the morning or evening, say million years back. You can go back and increase or experience that. So from that reference, the time is not wasted. Time is ever present without past or future, and hence is not subject to the quality of passing away even for the space of a half a moment. This is how Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur translate. When Durvasa Rishi came to Vrindavan, he heard the news that Supreme Brahman, he was a Brahmavadi that time, now he's a devotee, a Brahmavadi that time, and he was thinking like, Supreme Brahman took a form. I want to see how it is. He's confirmed that this is Supreme Brahman for sure. He knows. He heard from the scriptures. And he's looking. Wow, Supreme Brahman took a form of a boy, a child of Nanda Maharaj, and he's playing with the coward boys. That's very funny how the Supreme Brahman is enjoying this. He was a little overwhelmed because he did not think God would enjoy or Supreme Brahman would enjoy like this. He was not an offender. Mayavadis are offender. Brahmavadis are not offender. They accept both. There's eternal form, also impersonal form. They accept. But Mayavadi don't accept eternal form. They accept. They do believe in Ishwar. Ishwar has a form, but that is a product of three modes. So it's different. When he sat down, all of a sudden, boys are running towards him, and he was shocked. The Supreme Brahman is walking, running. Supreme Brahman doesn't move. Nobody can explain. But he takes a form, and now he's running as a little child. And sat down, came straight to Durvasa, and sat down on the lap. One side Sridham, one side Krishna. And Krishna is asking, oh Baba, Baba means sadhu, saintly father. What are you looking? Did you see our game? We have come here because this is my friend. I was competing with him, and he thinks he won the game. Now you tell us, you are watching the game. Tell us the truth. Do not lie. If you lie, you're going to be punished. You know, karma will not let you. Now tell my friend that I won in the game. And Sridham is saying, no. He grabbed the beard of Durvasa. Baba, look at me. I won the game, not him. Tell him that he did not win the game. And Durvasa is thinking, wow, Supreme Brahman is enjoying this. Am I supposed to be part of it? And am I supposed to now answer? Who is going to challenge Supreme Brahman? And how can somebody say Supreme Brahman could not win the game? I can't do that. But then he's asking. Then Krishna grabbed the beard. Baba, are you dumb? Or are you deaf? Why aren't you answering us? Then Durvasa is thinking, this is overwhelming bewildered. He was overwhelmed first time that he had tears, that this is unbelievable. Then he found himself enter into the body of this little boy, Krishna. And he traveled millions of universes. Durvasa had a power to fly. And he traveled mountain, ocean, village, town, city, so many universes. travel for million years. He asked himself, why am I traveling so many universes? It started, the Supreme Brahman took a form of a boy. I wonder what happened. Krishna spit out something and he came out from there. And then he saw himself still sitting there, and Krishna is on one side, Sridham on the other side of his thigh. And Sridham and Krishna both are saying, you are Durvasa Muni, but I think you are deaf or you are dumb. You don't know what to say. We are waiting for your answer. Never mind. Let's go. They left. Durvasa was thinking, were they sitting on my thigh for millions of years? Or did they just come from who controls the time? How this happened? He went so overwhelmed that he went unconscious again. Okay, I'll end here. If anyone has any reflection, or because I always ran out of time, today I took a vow myself. I will stop at 8:30. I'm still late 6 minutes, but I think I'm okay. Better than 5 minutes before. Any takeaway about the material world and spiritual world and about the time? Please, Prabhus and Mothers. Yes, Mother Sushmita.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for such an enlightening class. Dear devotees, if you have any realization or any questions, please go ahead and ask your question. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Are you on time, Prabhus and Mothers? Please come forward. They are scared.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Namanam.
Prabhuji, yes. After your class, today's class is wonderful. So wonderful that it gave me the feeling that I wasted my 35 years. After 35 years, I started my journey by the blessing of all the devotees, by the blessing of Prabhupada. Prabhuji, need all of your blessings so I can continue my journey, and also I can show that to my kids, my family, and other devotees around.
Wonderful. Thank you. Definitely, I'll pray for you, Prabhu. So we all can enter in Golok Vrindavan and play with Krishna forever. And nobody will talk about time there. Well, except Durvasa may come sometime. Okay. Let's see. Who can give us some? Dr. Karpa Gavali. What is your understanding on time, Mother?
Prabhuji, Tandatuna Prabhuji. Time is, I consider Krishna as time, because he is only maintaining, and our next second we don't know what is going to happen. And I consider time is Krishna, and proceed my works, Prabhuji.
So are you saying that Krishna controls everything? You have nothing to do with the time?
Yes, yes.
I don't agree. Why then one is going to spiritual world and one is still perpetually staying in the material world? Who is causing this? Krishna? According to your understanding, I could be in a wrong shoes now. Is Krishna causing me? I am in the material world. Krishna is causing someone to go back to spiritual world.
It is just time. In this time only will. I think I consider time as God, and every second we have to be thinking of that. thinking of Krishna to make us and they regulate us to utilize our time and in a Krishna consciousness.
Okay, now you're changing. I hope you saw it. That is correct. What you came to conclusion is good. We are initiating cause. You are initiating cause of your life. Whether I am in hell or heaven or in Golok Vrindavan, I am the original cause of that. Krishna is the time, but as a sanctioning cause. He's not initiating cause. He's not instrumental cause either. He is sanctioning provided I want it. If I don't want it, he will not sanction unless also I have to be qualified. Not just desiring is enough. There has to be qualification. So if I am chanting and I'm really meditating, I want to serve the Lord. I want to serve the Lord. Now, what is your name? If you come at the entrance of spiritual world, they will ask you, what is your name? What are you going to answer?
Prabhuji, I am not initiated it. I am trying for that. I don't
So
have any other.
You think death cannot come before initiation?
It can come. If at this name.
No, I understand. That's okay. But try to prepare now. What do you have prepared with that? This is what my whole understanding is. Prabhupada told, he asked, are they reading my book? He said, yes. Then they are my follower. They are my disciple. So Shiksha disciple, we are all Prabhupada's Shiksha disciple. Whether we are initiated by a particular guru in ISKCON or not, that's when time comes. Again, we are talking about time. But now you can claim. So if I ask you, if death comes, if you are entrance, they ask, who are you? Don't think like you die, automatically things happen. No. It is a conscious. Even to go to hell, Jamaduta will come and take me to hell. It's not like automatically. Everybody, I hope you all aware of it. Nothing automatically. It is a conscious world, conscious being make their own decision, make their own destiny. So when they ask you, what are you going to say? Who are you?
I am a Krishna devotee, I'll say.
Okay, that's good.
I am
That's
a
good.
devotee of Krishna.
Okay,
I am devotee of Krishna. In the material world, my name is like that, I will say.
Okay. But I suggest you, maybe you can change. Say, I am a follower of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. I want to serve.
Definitely.
No,
Because I am reading
definitely will
all
not
this book.
come. Definitely will not come if you don't practice now. It will not happen automatically. I'm founding this. No automatic. It is conscious choice. As soon we leave this body, there will be test. Where we are going, even to heaven. The question will ask, who am I? Always build a habit. I am a follower. I'm a servant of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. I want to serve Radha Krishna. I want to serve Gaur Nitai. Like this. These two identity always forefront. Then you will not be affected by material time.
Thank you, Prabhuji Dandatnam. So, Prabhuji, thank you. You brought in my brain this one. That instinct, you thought today now. I never forget you, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, one more. Let's see who else is there.
Thank you.
Anybody else would? Dandavad. Vidura Prabhu from Mauritius. Is that the Vidura Prabhu from Mauritius? Okay, maybe not. Okay, ISKCON Trinidad. Okay, that's difference. What about Harsh Prashanatma Prabhu?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Who are you?
Prabhuji, I am the servant of the servant of the servants, trying to become the servant of servants.
That's not clear identity. Servant of who?
Servant of Krishna.
Okay. Why can't even that you may stay, you may get stuck at Kailas Dham. Kailas Dham is a border of Vaikuntha and material. You have to be more specific because Shiva is also servant of Krishna. Where you want to go, Prabhu? Where do you want to go? You want to go to spiritual world in Golok Vrindavan?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Then be specific. Who are you?
I'm
Are you
trying to become.
initiated? Are you initiated by ISKCON Guru?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Then say it. I am a servant of so and so, who is a servant of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Like this. Develop this habit, Prabhu. This is the most crucial at the moment of death. Identity should be the perfect. Two things. Otherwise, we'll be stuck in border. You know, border between two countries. Between material and spiritual, there is a border. Border, who is there? Gyani is there. Yogi is there. Mukti, all the Mukti Devi is also there. But you have to enter into spiritual world. Chances are there will come back. So our identity is we have to be very specific. Two things. I'm a servant of the servant of Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Just say it boldly. You'll be surprised. When Vishnu Dutta or Vaikuntha Dutta or Golok Dutta will come, they may ask you, who are you? Don't say, I am Harsh Prashanatma Das. That is not actually pure identity. You have to say, I am Harsh Prashanatma Das, disciple of, can you fill it up for me, Prabhu? Disciple of?
Yes, Prabhuji. Disciple of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami.
His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami, who is a disciple of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Just say like this. Prabhu, Vaikuntha Dut, they will be smiling at you. They will welcome you. It is required. And then you say, I have me here to serve the divine couple eternally in Golok Vrindavan. That's it. This too, if you have, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur did not say how to say it in ISKCON because it is before. He says, if you do not have a very clear the purpose and your identity, you may get stuck between Vaikuntha and material world. You will be out of Maya because you're chanting and everything, but your identity has to be very clear. Who I am, what my purpose is. Okay, Harsh Prashanatma Prabhu, please tell me, who are you and why you are here if you are at the gate of spiritual world?
Yes,
Let's have a
Prabhuji.
practice.
Prabhuji, I am the servant of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, who is the disciple of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhu.
And your purpose?
My purpose is to serve the Supreme Lord under the guidance of Spiritual Master.
Very good. Very good. Wonderful. Thank you. Hopefully, you will face that and they will allow you, escort you to Golok Vrindavan. Why not? That's what ISKCON is for. Thank you. Thank you, Harsh Prashanatma Prabhu.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for that nice realization, Prabhu. And always, Prabhu, you give us one realization, that practical realization that is always there in our heart. In every class you leave such impressions, Prabhu. Once you asked if you will, once while praying, if you'll see to Lord Krishna, then what you'll ask. Once you ask that question, Prabhu, then yes, we never realize. Means we do everything, we do our chanting, we do our prayers, but we never get means that talk. So what we should do if we will really see Krishna once you ask that question, then you say it, you can pray to Krishna for whatever he has given to us, we have to thankful to him. Once you said how Prabhupada, when Mataji went inside Prabhupada's room, then he was talking to Balaram, Lord Balaram. Prabhupada was saying you just rotate how he killed that donkey demon, Prabhu. So you said that yes, Prabhu, we should give ourselves little time to realize. And once you said if you are crossing to Tulsi Maharani, then she is a person there, and how we should means what we should tell to her to give to ask her mercy. Please give us the mercy so that we can serve to Radha and Krishna and to serve to you. So every time you give such nice impressions, Prabhu, in your class, I'm so grateful to you for your nice, wonderful class, Prabhu. And today also you gave us such a nice impression. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Prabhuji, Isopanishat Mataji has raised her hand.
Okay.
Isopanishat Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna. Hari Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna.
Jai Prabhu, I was listening to you on YouTube, and I had to get off of YouTube and come to speak to you live, and all you wonderful devotees. Please accept my obeisances. But I wanted to say that I am a servant of Bhakti Tirtha Swami, Srila Krishna Paj, and His Divine Grace, Bhakti Vedanta, and who helps me become a better disciple of Krishna. I wanted to say that. You made me feel so enthusiastic about that. So thank you so very much. And Mataji is so right. You know, you just have this way of making everyone just feel the presence of God. You know, thank you so very much. Hari Hari Bol, everyone. Hare Krishna. Jai.
Thank you. Thank you, Mother. I mean, I know devotees are really, they sacrifice, they utilize the time. But sometimes reflection is good. I'm sure you all heard that story that Prabhupada tells when Mataji came to the Sadhu Sangha, she heard that whenever you need help, call Krishna, he will help you. God is so merciful. So she used to collect woods, and she made a big bundle of woods, and it was so heavy she could not carry it, fell off. Then after some time she is thinking, how am I going to lift it up? Then she remembers Sadhu said you can call Krishna to help. Now these are all good story. But Prabhupada, end of the story, Prabhupada was very serious and grave. He said, but this kind of prayers, this kind of calling Krishna is not good. So Krishna came and she said, can you lift up the wood and put it on my head? So Prabhupada said, why she said like this? She should have understood that all her material problem could be immediately vanquished if she knew what to ask Krishna. She could have said, my Lord, take me back home at your lotus feet. I'm tired of this material life. Please, I want to serve you. That's it. Done. She doesn't have to carry wood to the forest, market and sell it. And we don't know if she will go back home, back to Godhead or whatever. So we have to be always thoughtful. Prabhupada was you could hear that lecture. I could still feel it in my ear. He said, that is not good. You have to be intelligent and to think. We have Krishna, we chant Krishna's name. Why not we think, what am I looking for? Why did I join ISKCON? What purpose drove my life to ISKCON? What purpose drove my life to Bhakti Japa Sangha? Am I getting it? Did I come for some purpose? Why not? Otherwise, it will just pass by. Time will be. Anybody has a Bhagavatam, you can look at it. 10.24.6. Krishna himself said there. 10.24.6, I believe so. It goes like this. Gyatta agatta cha karmani. Gyatta agatta cha karmani. Janayam anutishtati. Vidusha karma siddhishat. Now vidusho bhavet. So Krishna says, getta agetta. People do things they do with aware. I'm translating my way of understanding. Knowingly they do. I mean, a lot of devotees, sometimes they do things in the temple and their life, but they're not thinking why I'm doing this. What am I going to get by chanting 60 noun? What? What am I going to get? Why not? So Krishna said this. If anybody has, you can read it. Because if I say it's maybe harsh. Krishna says those who are intelligent will get the result and others won't. Wow. So we should be aware why we do things we do. Then we will get the result. It is necessary we should think. Okay. We have a one more. Anyone else would like to? Should I test? Some of you, I don't want you to think like, I hope he doesn't ask me. I'm not going to ask if you don't want me to ask. But how do I know? I'm a little insignificant soul. Can someone tell us why you practicing, why you listening Bhagavatam now, right now in your life, through Bhakti Japa Sangha? What is the purpose drove you to hear Bhagavatam? What is Bhagavatam supposed to do? Yes.
For purification, Prabhuji.
What purification? You mean washing? Heart purification. What does that means? Can you give little elaborate?
Prabhuji, when we hear the pastimes of Lord Krishna, somehow some bliss comes that is not expressible. It is like, that is what, the more we hear, actually, the more and more we want to hear. Like that, that I feel. I don't know how to express that.
Bhagavatam in the beginning, Prabhu, the result is given. It says, Bhaya, Soka, Moha, Apaha. These three things, the fear for future, illusion for present, and lamentation for past or from past, will slowly go down. Can you detect it? Is it going down? Do you feel you are do you, even in Bhagavad Gita, in the beginning, it says, indestructibility of spiritual reality. Do you see yourself that you are not going to die? You are eternal. Body will drop. Why not? Why not? Why can't we feel this? I mean, if you challenge me, do I feel? Yes. I'm not afraid of death. Was I afraid of death before? Yes. But at least I have to believe, I have to start believing somewhere. Otherwise, life will pass by. We have this excess of gold, the spiritual gold. Let me ask a strange question, if somebody can answer. If you are a poverty-stricken person, just imagine you are so poor that you barely can feed yourself. You have to beg, and if it is a rainy, stormy, you have to starve because there nobody will give you. I mean, you cannot go anybody's house. In that situation, if a richest man comes, he said, I will make you billionaire, not millionaire, billionaire. But by throwing at you gold coin. I remember I had a talk with Radha Govinda Maharaj 15 years back when he came to Alachua about it. So I said, Maharaj, I read this. So we talked about for 15, 20 minutes about it. So if the richest man going to make you billionaire, but he's going to make you billionaire by throwing you gold coin. Now, if you're not careful, you may become blind. If you're not careful, you may break your teeth because he's going to throw the gold coin. Can somebody tell me, will you take those gold coin or you want to remain poor beggar, poverty stricken?
Immediately, I'll accept it, Prabhuji.
But you may get blind. because he will throw. You don't know where he's going to throw. Will you take that risk?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, that is ISKCON devotee. ISKCON devotee means you take the risk. Take the risk, otherwise you will not see substantial progression, substantial result. Take the risk. Do it. Just do it. Take the risk. Chant seriously, hear Bhagavatam, and contemplate that yes, we are progressing. Not out of false pride, but genuinely, we are progressing. If you look at that verse that I gave you, there are many verses. This is just one verse, 10.24.6. If anybody has access, you can read the translation. What Krishna said to what we should do, how we should progress. We should be aware. We should be aware. If we know why, what we do, why we do, then you will get result.
Which is sloka number
10.24.6. Few verses, but that one is enough just to.
Shall I read my Prabhuji?
Yes.
Sloka or translation, Prabhuji?
Translation. Is that the sloka Getta or Getta Cha Karmani?
Yes, Prabhuji. Sloka is little tough. I'll read translation. When people in this world perform activities, sometimes they understand what they are doing and sometimes they do not. Those who know what they are doing achieve success in their work, whereas ignorant people do not.
So this is Krishna himself spoke. That we, in other words, Krishna wants us to be aware why we do things we do. Prabhuji and Mother ask you every day, why am I in Bhakti Japa Sanga group? Why am I chanting? Why? What am I going to get? Krishna naam hoite hoibe sangsara mochan. Krishna naam hoite pabe Krishna premadhan. Oh, I want sangsar mochan. I want liberation. I want Krishna's lotus feet. Okay, Mahaprabhu said, then memorize those verses. I'm chanting because Krishna naam hoite hoibe sangsara mochan. Krishna naam hoite pabe Krishna premadhan. Like this, you think. When death comes, Hari Bol, you will be in Golok Vrindavan. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Please bless us all, Prabhu. We need your mercy, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'll pray for all of you. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna,
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Hare.
Hare.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Vancha kalpataruvasya kripa sindhu
Perfection. Kripa
Patitana
sindhu evacha. Patanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
ग्रंथराज श्रीमद्
Prabhupada
भागवतम
ki
की जय
jai.
Jai.
Bhakti Japa
श्रील
Jai.
Sangha.
प्रभुपाद की जय हिज ग्रेस प्राण गोविंद
Jai.
प्रभु जी की
Jai.
जय थैंक यू सो
Jai.
मच
Jai.
डिवोटीज
Thank you, everyone, for
Prabhuji.
joining.
Thank
Closing the
you.
call for today. Hari Bol.
Jai.
हरे